Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi. So I'm early. I'm like 6 minutes early. I think I might do this more often just to create a new narrative for myself, right? Like next time I go live, I'll schedule it for later, but go live to create the early narrative, to reinforce early in my reality, right? I'm kidding, kinda. So, last night, a few days ago, I I don't want to say this. Someone shared something with me a few days ago about how like after we pass, blood pools in our feet or something like that. And then last night, I was reminded of that again. And there's something about the heart being the only thing that allows our blood, like the blood in our body, to defy gravity. That's why it works so hard. So that, blood can go all the way up to our brain and not just chill in our feet. And there was something about like defying a natural force and it being the heart and the heart being connected to like the emotions and the spiritual. I was like, okay, that's cool. Let's pull some cards. And I want to use the Osho Zen Tarot. See, but now I'm like, hey, evening sky, good morning. How are you? I actually slept last night, kind of. I woke up earlier than I thought I would, and I saw Amanda live. I caught the end of Amanda live, and I saw Harry Potter in the title, and I want to go back. What? And watch the rest of it. So I want to pull for like different levels, right? One that's more physical, maybe one that's more emotional, and then one that's more spiritual. And I want 3 cards each. And then we just sort of take it however. Like how I'm thinking about it, it's almost like different doo-doo-doops, but that's timestamps. And I feel like I should show the cards, and I'm not set up for that. So we'll just do like general because there's a full moon coming up, right? Or something like that. Usually I use the Spirit Keeper's Tarot. I think I'll do a mixture of both. So I'm gonna mix the Wild Unknown, Animal Spirits, and Tarot for the natural, physical. I'm gonna do the Pride Tarot for the heart, and then the Spirit Keeper's Tarot and the Osho Zen Tarot for maybe like the Spirit Keeper's Tarot will be like the spiritual, and then the Osho Zen will be like beyond. Hey, Eve. I need my glasses so I can read. So I can read. How are you doing? That's crazy because you had a dream and all you can remember is that it said, look at your heart. Oh. I had, like last night, I had so many little dreams that were kind of weird. It was like, because I remember I had a dream about one of my friends. We caught up yesterday. I love her. I'm glad to hear that. I was like, I saw somebody on Instagram yesterday. I ain't gonna say who, but I saw somebody on Instagram yesterday. I said, "Oh snap! What? Oh, why did I just drool? Oh, that's disgusting." Why am I drooling? I was like, wow, what? She's gorgeous. Okay. Because like I don't want to be like, oh, I'm going live and then like have this like weird pressure for like people to come and watch me or something. That's why I just go live and I don't say anything. You know what I mean? I feel like I'd be like, hey, I'm coming live. But maybe it's just me. I was like, I don't think they do, Eve. Cause like low key one day, I was like just like scrolling and I was like, oh, okay. And then I just signed into Instagram and there it was. I was like, what? I was shook in like the best way possible. How you doing, Rob? Okay, all right. Oh gosh, now I gotta blow my nose. One moment, I'm gonna. Whew. It's just you. I don't feel pressure. There we go. What was I? Hey, Reem. Let me just like mod everybody. How are you doing? This smells like straight up weed. I don't know why this hand sanitizer smells so weedy. Smells so weedy. So weedy. It smells so weedy. Oh, yeah, yeah. How are y'all feeling today? How's everybody feeling today? How are the energies treating you? What site? Oh, excuse me. It smells like that jazz cabbage. It does. I don't know why. You're feeling so good. Yeah, I remember you saying that yesterday. I had a few dreams last night. I feel like about people. And like, because I remember I had a dream about one of my friends and we caught up yesterday. It's been a few weeks since we talked. She was like, what's been going on in your world? I'm like, girl, the month of July has been crazy. The month of July literally started crazy. I was going back and I was like, that was July 1st. It's been wild. And she said like she's also been. I'm like, but last night I had a dream. It was something about like her magic coming online or something like that. And I was like half asleep and I woke up and I sent her a voice recording on Snapchat. Um, Preparing for your full moon camp out and fasting. Ooh. I was feeling so hungry before I started this. Actually, those are shuffled. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do some. Oh, the unicorn is here. I haven't done this before. Oh, in a minute. Let's see. We do have a moon coming up, right? This is not how this works. Let's try to get a few layers on this. Oh, gosh. Oh. Thanks to rest, you're nervous for September. I need to watch the rest of that video. I started it when I was like going to sleep, and I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything. It doesn't feel bad to you, but it feels like static charge. So is it like, oh, goodness. Oh my gosh. I cannot keep my floor from getting wet. Um, Is it like a building static charge? Like when you're like you're rubbing your wool socks up against the carpet and you can feel the charge building, and then like you're waiting to touch something or someone, and then it just like shocks you. Hey Raya, good morning or good. I don't know where you are in the world. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Oh, oh, goodness. Oh, the bumblebee and the ace of pentacles, though. That's gorgeous. You felt moody AF this morning from dreams. You're feeling shaky. Well, I'm glad that you're better now. I'm glad that you know what to do to like ground you. Um, what is it? The Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, the Chariot, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. I love this energy because it feels like the spider is going to catch non-options, just like they catch like little insects and stuff, right? Which allows us to move forward. There's a like a limit breaking energy here. Who knows? Tell us, wizard, what does it mean? What does what mean? Yeah, it's this, it's like, oh, it feels like there are, let's call them like rogue programs, right? Because that's easy. It feels like there are rogue programs that the spider is catching. And so now it's like there's less distraction and less confusion around certain things. So it's going to be easier to actually move forward. It's going to be easier to get some clarity. And it feels like we're going to reach things that would have been a little bit more difficult to. Oh, gosh. And I was literally just thinking about when Rhea said that the Wheel of Fortune was paused and the test of transfiguration, and like when the masks come off, the wounds come out, and then like here's the Wheel of Fortune, and like all these cards. Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Hierophant, Six of Wands. There is lightning on the Hierophant. Experiencing toxic masculinity in the workplace, but you feel easily removed from it. Like it isn't affecting you like it normally would. Hey, I love that. Toxic masculinity is so like 3D Earth. That's so old Earth. What is this? I don't even want to get into it. I'm like, this is a lie. We're just gonna shuffle that one back into the deck. It's fine. I'm glad that it's not affecting you as much, Eve. Hopefully it can just like, disappear. Oh gosh. I'm trying to shuffle like both of these. It's kind of working a little bit. The snake and the Eight of Swords. It's that Ouroboros trap. Dana! Hey! How are you doing? It took 3 shuffles to get this thing together. All right. Oh gosh. Okay. I haven't I feel like I'm starting to get the woozies a little bit. The Raven and the Key is making you feel like opening a doorway to go up the stairs. Yeah, to a new level. Exactly that. And it's going to be a lot easier now because of all of the things that are trapped in the spider web. It's almost like there are certain things that we're using to our advantage that used to be used to our detriment. Gosh, I haven't gotten the woozies in a minute. Gonna put these back in the deck. This is not what I'm here for today. Today we're getting a simple message. As soon as this hits an hour, I'm cutting it off. I don't care if I'm mid sentence. I don't know. I don't know why. That's just how I feel like doing it today. Also, there may be some because it happened yesterday. There may be some like this is for you to interpret, and if you're not a reader, um, then take in the imagery, right? And see what comes to mind. I don't know if it's gonna end like that. The Magician and the Chariot. Oh, the snakes. That's that Ouroboros energy. Oh, the Empress and the Magician. Who was this? Rob? Was this you? No, or was it Cindy? Someone was like, I feel like I literally just saw it before I went live. Like the magician is, I don't think it was Rob. The magician is like masculine, divine masculine. The emperor, divine feminine is sitting at the empress, and the divine masculine is sitting at the magician, or something like that. Who would it have been? It was Cindy. Okay, was that was like a community post she made though, right? Because I read it, or did I hear it? I don't know anymore. This is the Spirit Keeper's Tarot. Corey said that he went looking for it and he found one that's like $1,000. It was a limited print, and she's making a third edition. So can't wait to pre-order that one. Um, but yeah, I love this deck. Empress is the feminine, the magician is the masculine. Okay. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. All right. I'm like, now my head is starting to hurt. Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, was that like unopened? Because I could sell mine. I'm kidding. I wouldn't sell this deck. All right. But yeah, it was some very interesting dreams last night about like, and it was like people, it was like different people. It's like, this is happening for this person, this is happening for this person, this is happening for this person. And I'm just like, what? So I don't know. It's some stuff is some something. I'm like, oh my gosh. Hey Stephanie. Yeah. And maybe since it's a limited print, I didn't know that it would sell for so much. But I forget how many she made. Um, and it's created by Benabel Wynn. She had a first edition, and the Vitruvian edition is the second one. Like the first edition was apparently like even more symbolically packed with like everything. Because even this one, sometimes I'm like, this is beyond me. No problem, Reen. Welcome back. Ooh. You saw a bee suspended this morning and then a spider web. Oh, Steph and Steph. Also, I got people from like that I know. I linked my podcast on my Instagram and I talk about my channel on my podcast. So if there's anyone who knows me from like pre 2019, hi, hello. Every time someone's like, "You have a podcast," I'm like, "Brace yourself." Stephanie with an F. Okay, glad to know. That suspended bee is interesting though, and the spider web. All right, let's get into this. Where's the full moon in? Aquarius. Corey, Founders of Light, uploaded full moon Aquarius reading. It was pretty cool. I feel like I'm like so loud. I feel like I'm yelling. Europe equals Stephanie with an F. Ooh. I would always see like words spelled with an S instead of a Z, or some words spelled with an S instead of a Z. I was like, what? I think I know why now. Okay. So we're going to take this. Your mom's like Greek. Ah, I love the name Ace of Water. Go with the flow. This reminds me of Logier in Odin in the Nine Realms. When we were doing the Logier rune, and there was like the rune and then the person like flowing beyond it. But it's like there's no boundaries here. Actually, I feel like this was me for a few days, just like floating somewhere. And suppression is at the bottom of the deck. Flow suppression. On the B. I was watching that ladybug. I'm like, what is happening? I was like, why doesn't it just fly? It is struggling. And then I feel like there was a low key a piece of spirit was like, well, this is you. Like when you don't do all the stuff that you know that you should be doing or could be doing, when you don't make it easier on yourself, when you could be flying and you choose to continue. But eventually the ladybug got where it was going. So, you know. Ooh! See you later, Reem. I like saying it like that. It feels like, I don't know, powerful or like it means something. Like it's a power word or something. Sounds like your well meditation. Was that in the Cancer? Wait, was that in the Cancer reading, Rob? I watched like the first few minutes of it. And then we started talking in the. Thank you. I've been practicing, Dana. Or just with that name, it just like it. I don't know. It feels right. It was for Cancer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Ooh. Flow suppression. See, this suppression though, this feels like the energy that the Eight of Pentacles is. You talked about it there. Okay. Like when you say you talked about it there, was there more? It feels like these suppressive forces, that's what the spider is catching. That's why we can receive the key from the Hierophant to go beyond with that nine of wands card and to fully enter the intuitive realm where the moon was, right? Seeing a well blocked by hands representing chakra blocks. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So I remember it was. I remember at one point I was talking about unblocking our chakras, and it's like it's like as we work from crown to root, it felt like it was like crown to root, and as we're like unblocking those, and like there's Mr. and Mrs. Beaver that live there, and sometimes we try to like forcefully evict Mr. and Mrs. Beaver, but then they just come back and like build their dams again, and then our chakras get blocked again. So it's like sometimes we have to like find them a home so that they don't keep coming back and blocking the chakras. But it was like as we get back to the root, there was like this other system beyond the root that like takes us. That's when we get to like the sourcey chakras, right? Like there are our self chakras. Well, there are our human chakras, and then our self chakras, and then like sourcey chakras. But you got to work through the human chakras and the selfie chakras before you can get to the sourcey chakras. And again, if you don't take care of the beavers, they're just going to come back and build another dam. So what? That's why I was like, let me find my source point. Like, let me go to the well. Selfie, sourcey, right? Watch me take a sourcey. I'm just gonna like upload a picture of the Milky Way to my Instagram. One second. One moment, please. Oh, oh no. Why does this always happen to me? Oh, hold up. All right, I'm back. I accidentally knocked over my water, and so now the carpet is wet again. It's like every time. I don't know if my carpet is thirsty or what, but I'm like, why is my carpet always wet? Okay, take care of your beavers, guys. Yeah, I saw that one. What was it? Was like Virgo, trim your bush. Okay, all right. Twigs from your tree. What? Oh, snap, Amanda. Hey, spilled your laguerre. Oh, that was the unsuppressed flow. There you go. How you doing, Amanda? That's really awesome stuff. Oh, oh gosh. Oh, what? Am I taking these? The Phoenix, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. This 1901 by Phoenix just came to my mind. And I'm trying to think if there's anything in there. Past and present, they don't matter now. The future sorted out. 20 seconds to the last call. I don't know. 1901 by Phoenix. I don't think I'm going to take those. All right. If it comes out, if they're meant to come out, they'll come back out. Cards do that. There we go. Okay. So I want 3 cards for, we're doing the full moon in Aquarius, and we're going to do different levels or whatever. You've gotten the Phoenix card 3 days in a row. Oh, wow. Hey, Ariel. Girl, what time is it? Oh. But I guess you said, like, you know, you don't get much sleep with a newborn baby. Yeah, they do. I'm like, what? All right. Nope. All right, I'm ready now. Let's see. I have less than half an hour left on this video. So let's try to. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take her. Oh, snap. Okay, well. Okay, well. So the eagle came out. The eagle and the cheetah came out. The eagle came out face up. The cheetah was face down. When the eagle came out, the high priestess was at the bottom of the deck. So I was like, oh, I'll take that. And then the sea serpent came out with the cosmic egg at the bottom of the deck. See this energy? I love arbitrary time constraints. Let's see. Speed it up, Peanut. You're not going to miss anything that's for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't put the towel over far enough because my foot just got wet. This reminds me of those 2 cards that came out the day before yesterday with sharing, and that other card that was like with the Queen of Wands holding the candle and that other spirit like rushing in for it. This is that energy. Maybe it is 20 seconds to the last call. I don't know. Now I got to look through 2 decks. Wow. So this is the bottom of the deck. The cosmic egg, the panther, and the unicorn. I remember somebody was like, the panther, the panther, the panther, the panther. I'm like, okay, girl, calm down. Here it is. It's right. Oh gosh. Okay. Well. So when this 2 of Swords came out, it was the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 6 of Wands. And I was like, I just put it back into the deck. Wrong card. Something about this 2 of Swords feels very portally. It feels like the sky breaks open and then there's something beyond the sky that comes into view. And I'm like, what the freak is that? I don't it feels freaky. Not necessarily bad freaky, but very like mind trippy. And so before and after the 2 of Swords, it's the hawk and strength. And again, it's like, I don't know if this is that like 20 seconds to the last call energy. Because hawks are like very quick. What? Link it, Rhea. Or Rhea, sorry, link it. Link it. What's your podcast? It feels like the hawk is coming out of it though. The cheetah is going into it. The hawk is coming out of it. And then we have strength here. And we're literally like what, a day out of Leo season? Does Leo season start tomorrow? Oh gosh. I'm not surprised though. The Valkyries are coming back next month. Rob's Tarot. And at this point, I'm like, why not? Like, literally everybody else is coming back. Literally everybody else. And the High Priestess is just like watching all of this. But beyond the High Priestess is the Sea Serpent. And in this card, it's let go of its tail. And that's because I think last night when I was catching up with my friend, I feel like she was like, the serpent is about to let go of its tail. I think she said that yesterday. And I was talking to Reem, or well, Reem, I was talking with her and she said something about the winds blowing things in and how like we avoided one storm. And it feels like this like constantly shifting energy. It's like, man. Well, but I guess there was like that Four of Pentacles card that came out yesterday. And it's like there were like four different realities within that portal tunnel. And it's like we can shift higher and higher and higher and higher. Again, that was the thing when the cards came out. Letting go was the key to like how close we would be to the source of the candle and whether or not we would need the rooster to signal the coming of the dawn, or we would just sort of like find ourselves there. Because like both of these animals are really fast. Like the eagle is diving and the cheetah is in full sprint, and they're both like going for that. I'm like, what is this? Hey, Freya. Freya. Let me stop. Okay. 22 minutes left. Maybe that's why I have an arbitrary timeline on this one. Yeah. Fated moments that cause you to evolve so you can meet your fate. So there's that because I saw you say that. Yeah, strengthen you to meet your destiny. I was like, okay. I was like, I know I saw you say something like that, Rob. You're feeling like a higher perspective at this point. Okay. That reminds me of a dream I had. Of course it does. There was a portal that was closing, and there was somebody that I went back for, like moving at the speed of light. And when we got to that portal, they hesitated, and I was like, well, I'm not going to wait. So bye. Because I already had to like take time to go back and try to get somebody else. It's our choice and our decision whether or not we move through these things. And there is a lot that's being asked of us, and there isn't much time in between. It also feels like this is mirroring this. So there's an 8 energy here, but they're separate. And it reminds me of the judgment card yesterday. And the eye. Who was it? Somebody commented on the video. They're like, "There's an eye on the front gate in the judgment card." I said, "What? I've never noticed that before." This is the front gate with the eye on it. That's the back gate, and it feels like the bridge is closing. Take it as it resonates, right? But I don't. This is. I mean, but the cosmic egg is literally at the bottom of the deck with the panther and the unicorn. Okay, so let's go for deck number two because I got like less than 20 minutes. That's when the cycle ends. I would love for, I would love for this cycle to end and for a new cycle to start. Like you said, it's like imagine if you had to repeat everything over and over again. And it's like, well, maybe if that's the case, we do it so that we learned, and maybe we learned something this time so that we can get a new, better cycle, a fresher cycle. The gate cometh. You started wearing a clock this weekend. Some time guidance, master vibration. Ooh. I don't. I'm just like, wait. Culmination around Lionsgate. How about you instead? Well, when I hit an hour, we'll see. Justice just fell on top of the high priestess. And there's a little lavender sword in her hair. There's an energy of modesty here. It's like it's partially modesty and it's partially like teasing at the same time. She's just it feels like she's like, use your imagination. I'm like, okay, girl. She's never come through like that before. This is Lilith. Lilith is like, use your imagination. I will watch a second more. Hey, Rob is showing some solidarity. You drew the Great Gathering from the Work Your Light deck, and you were told to carry your crystals or wear them. Oh, what's happening? Justice on top of the High Priestess. The Moon. And it came out on top of Strength, which is right next to this. Oh, gosh. This Two of Swords. But we've already had the eclipse. What day was the eclipse on? How long ago was that? Because maybe it's been open. And that's like the thing about portals, from my opinion, like we should be ready for a portal before the portal like opens or happens, right? Like if someone's like, hey, I'm gonna be there at 7 o'clock, you don't start getting ready at 7 o'clock. You should be ready to leave at 7 o'clock. And maybe that's why it's at 20 seconds to the last call. Right? Leo season is starting. We're about to hit a new Mayan year. The blue lunar storm is ending. Maybe the seed is about to crack. The next year is the yellow electric seed. But maybe in the seed year, it's not about planting seeds. It's about seeds that we've already planted starting to break ground. I think that was Corey. There was he was talking about like creator destructor frequencies, and creation happening as things are being destroyed. And so it's like blue lunar storm is coming to the end of its clearing as things are starting to take route or to take root and begin to grow. And it's like there have been so many seeds planted, so many seeds planted. Last year was a seed heavy year because of what we all experienced, planting lots of seeds. And it feels like there's a rumbling under the ground, like they're all going to come up at the same time. Oh, snap. Wait, wait. Wait. Black Moon Lily. It's the Lion Gates portal for sure. Pre-party portal. Okay. Call me out, Rob. I feel like I want one more. For these. What's this about? So this one didn't fall out. The other ones fell out on top of a card. Oh. We got 3 majors. With the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Like standing in front of that portal. It's the Knight of Cups. This is that Flusa. Flusa came out. Was that for Gemini yesterday? And Flusa, for me, like, it's the energy of like, it's Flusa stands in front of a portal. And Flusa is like, something is off, something is weird, something is wrong. And because we hear that validation and confirmation, it gives us permission to start analyzing and looking at things that we just accept. And when we come to notice and realize the things that we so easily look over that are obviously like little glitches and distortions, that's when the portal opens to a truer whatever. The card that came out in between the eagle and the cheetah is death. But it's like, it's the Pride Tarot, so it's the rainbow flag, which is in every single chakra, it's a transformation on every level. Right? Because we're trying to take selfies and sources. Death, the moon, and justice. Oh my gosh. Someone's got to point out your magic pick. Yeah, it's quick. And it's like back to back to back to back to back. And I feel like this moon card is like this. That's why flow was at the going with the flow was at the bottom of the deck. The time for flow suppression, it's like maybe that's it. Like the suppressive force was removed, and so we've just been like flowing through everything. Maybe. I feel like I need, I don't know. We'll see. I got 12 minutes and only 2 more decks. We'll be fine. Girl. Like almost literally, my floor is constantly wet. And I try to put my water bottle where I'm not going to knock it over. And I'm thirsty. Now I'm live. I would have to go all the way in there. I didn't even refill my water filter. So there's barely anything in it. It's fine. That's to your chakras. You're welcome. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like I feel like it may not be as quick as I may make it sort of seem, because I feel like sometimes I get something and then time happens. But also I'm the type of person where sometimes I need that time because I procrastinate a little bit, and then I work through my resistances and stuff like that. So the 3 of Cups came out on top of the moon. which is on top of the sun and the strength and the two of swords. And you see that up there, right? In the deck, the Page of Cups turned over, Stronghold of the Grail. What's her message? Oh gosh. Enough. Well, the Nine of Swords came out on top of Justice and the High Priestess. This reminds me of what I was saying earlier. Like, I'm not an aggressive person. And so more often than not, like if I like say something to somebody, I'm probably going to feel justified in it because I don't unnecessarily speak. And I've learned to hold my temper. And so if someone catches a fiery word, it's probably because in my mind, it's like, you deserve it. And I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to put up with this. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not going to find it here. But anyway, Sacred Fire is at the bottom of the deck. Let's see some 2 of Wands. Rhea, didn't you have the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands in your video yesterday? Oh, 9 minutes. I just got an email. Let's take a moment to okay. Oh snap! Dana just uploaded a reading. I've been looking for you, girl. I was like, where did Dana go? So the Initiate came out on top of the Page of Cups. This is her message. Something new is beginning. And look. Face down, the Force came out, which is strength again, on top of the Nine of Swords, on top of Justice and the High Priestess. So this 3 of Cups, to me, this feels like the seeds that we planted as a collective. Put some sriracha on this pancake because he's spicy. 2 and the 3 of Wands. Okay. You embraced Cancer season and went into your shell. I needed to. It was a major gate, 10 pentacles, 2 swords next to 10 cups with 2 wands. Lauren did that. Spicy Pisces. LB. Untitled Tarot. 10 pentacles, 2 swords, 10 cups, 2 wands. These are the seeds that we planted as a collective. I don't think we necessarily knew the clearing that was going to be needed for us to receive what it was that we were asking for as a collective. Right? That's why this is on top of like the Death card and the Moon card and everything else. But again, it's like what it's bringing, what it's making room for is like brand new, something that we've never experienced. But oh my gosh, look. Wow. Okay, work. And again, it's like you see the break. It's like a brand new cycle. But we have to cross the chasm, and to do that, there may be things that we need to leave behind, which is what we've been given the strength or what we've been asked to do. Right? Because with justice is saying it's going to be fair. It's going to be balanced. You may not like the outcome. You may love the outcome. It doesn't matter. It's going to be fair. And High Priestess is like, you really, really, really want to be doing the things that you know you need to be doing right now. You want to be doing it. I can't tell you why, because she doesn't do that. She doesn't ruin the surprise. But it's because like this is what's needed to get us to cross over to the other side and to sail off into the sunset of like, happy stuff, right? Still gotta watch Dana's last Scorpio vid. I think I'll watch it too. I'm like, I don't. I'm like, my Pluto's in Scorpio on my descendant. This guardian wakes up when we go down the path. And the guidance card was behind suppression. It was going with the flow that came out, suppression at the bottom of the deck, and then guidance right behind it. But it's almost like, what good does guidance do if we don't listen to it? Right? So shout out to Rob for being like so extremely proactive in his spirituality. Because Rob is like, oh, like Spirit is saying to do this, and then Rob literally started doing it. Meanwhile, in my world, you know, that's why I told y'all, like, I get it early sometimes, or it comes in urgent at the moment because I need it. I'm getting to the point where I don't need it though. But hey, look, there's a helicopter. You can't see it, but I don't even know if you can hear it. Rob Sriracha comment made you think of that. Oh, the spicy Pisces. Yeah. Virgo Sun, Scorpio Moon, and rising Lilith in Sag. My Lilith is in Pisces, right between my Sun and Mercury. So maybe that's why I'm like, sometimes. Proactive now after being very not proactive for years. But like I need to, that's why like whenever someone tells me something, I'm like, let me do my best to take on your wisdom as my own, because if I can like not have to suffer, then I would prefer to not have to suffer. That would be really cool. So I'm like, let me be more proactive. You're such an inspiration, Rob. And you're not an Aries. Oh, wait, you're a Scorpio, though, and Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Because when it comes to Aries people, I'm like, well, they're an Aries. Of course they do whatever. I'm like, I'm a Pisces with a lot of Taurus in my chart. I'm a Pisces. I'm supposed to dream about it, but not do anything in reality. And Spirit's like, okay. Ooh, Aries moon. Oh, yeah, you did say that. You're a Mars, Sun, and Moon. Oh, my gosh. Well, there it is. Well, my Venus is in Aries, right? I got less than 2 minutes. I'm not getting a card. Okay, let me focus. How do we wrap this up? Do we need to wrap this up? Sure, why not? I hope you all have a good one whenever you see this, and I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. I hope that whatever you need along your way, along your journey, along your path, you find it. And I personally hope that you get where you're going relatively unscathed, but I know that sometimes we got to scrape our knees and bump our heads and, like bang our pinky toes up against something. So, hey, LB, how are you doing today? There we go. Oh my gosh. There she is again. Sharing. She came out on top of these two. On top of the Page of Cups and the Initiate. On top of the Hawk. Right? The Hawk was the thing coming out of the portal. Probably trying to get us to go back to it. And one of my friends on his Instagram story yesterday, there was a hawk just like chilling on the fence. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Thank you, Rhea. I typically view my Taurus as lazy. So completion is here and then sorrow is under it. With the inner voice, High Priestess energy again. The inner voice, again, it's saying that the exit is there. Like, turn around and you'll see it. You have everything you need. It feels like this is the action that's going to put everything into place and perspective. And then abundance is behind that, and that's the everything. So it's been an hour. Thank you all for being here. I don't know what the well, I do. Um, I'm gonna honor, even though it's like an hour and 10, 11 seconds. I'll catch you all later.